My pen is running out. Luckily, I've ordered a few more of these permanent pens because it's running out as I'm trying to fill this drawing in. But you should be able to get the gist of it. Oh, I've seen some funny things today. We'll see who comes in. I've zhuzhed my bedroom up a bit today. I don't even know if this is going to pick up, but I did have, where I'm stood, a bookcase, but I've turned it on its side and I've put it over here. Where is it? I'm in the way. And I've got my little light thing on. My fella got me. It's looking all green over there. But anyway, moved it around. I'm always moving stuff around. Hi, Rainbow Wizard. Just wait to see if a few people come in or not. I'm going to chat anyway. Nothing's going to stop me from talking about what I want to talk about on my own channel. How are you? Just trying to fill in this picture a minute. I'll be able to colour it in before I came on, but it's pen's running out. Three people in. But I'll just have a chat with the Yakata family. I don't know if we've got other people there or lurkers or whatever, in ever which form. But I'll just give it another minute or so. Ooh. Yeah, how are you, Rainbow Wizard? I saw you over on the, I can't remember what channel it's called. Was it Chat Children Matter, or I can't remember what the channel's called, but yeah, you did well. Yeah, I've just got one section that needs colouring in, but that's not really going to make a difference to the overall sort of little illustration I sort of wanted to do. But I'll explain that in a minute. Hi, Debbie. Got me brew. I've only started coming upstairs sometimes now is because Nana's always squeaking her head off. Right, hang on. 1 minute. So, oh, my dreads are detaching to things. It's funny to detach them. Where's that from? Is that from there or not from there? Right. Yeah, so, I just thought, even though I think I've been on twice today, whatever it is, oh, camera's falling down now. Don't know what's going on. Ugh. So, me and two shy people. Me and two shy people. Oh, yeah, I thought that. I think I understand what you're talking about there. All good there. Here. Thank you. Yeah, just finished doing the tech stuff on the... busy. Ah, yeah, good. Still getting over the sniffles, which is... Sorry, my hair's just doing something mad here. Ah, oh, yeah, I think most people are doing okay. which is good. Still doing bits of my art. Got some potting to do, repotting of my plants. Yeah, basically just wanted to come on for a chilled natter, see if anyone's got anything to say. Yeah, I do sound better. Hi, Colin. Yeah, and I just found this picture I was doing a bit ago, you'll probably remember, when I was just sort of doodling and stuff on it. I thought, yeah, it just reminds me of sort of like the golden age or something, because it's a bit of a golden mustard colour. Yeah, do you remember when I was doing this one? I don't know why it was in my drawer, and I was like, what's that in your drawer for? You need to finish it off. This little... Yeah, I did it weeks ago, and then I just doodled on it, and then I was like, it's giving me golden age vibes, like a priestess or like a higher being, higher self sort of whatever. I'll have to put that up on my Instagram when I actually finish it. Start things and then find things and think you haven't finished it off. Laugh out loud. I put out my tomatoes a week ago, now putting them out for a freak severe cold snap coming. Yeah, I know, it's mad, isn't it? It's alright if you've got them in pots and that, you can bring them in and then put them back out again. Thank you. Yeah, so I did that a bit ago, and I've had some ideas about some new art stuff. And I received this today, and I've got two of them. And it is, I did think it was a white case, but it's a black one. Winsor and Newton. And I've got two because I've got one for me and I got one for a gift for my fella, because I got him into art and stuff, and he has been painting. If you've seen some of his paintings I've put up on the community page, especially the one in the red hoods the other day. That was interesting. But this is, and I love these because you get your sections on there to put your water and your painting. They're watercolours. I have got a mini half pan set, but I treated me and my fella to a fuller pan set, a big one. So when we're out and about, if we want to do a bit of painting, scenery or something that we've not really been into before, we can do that when we go on our little adventures, when we go out in nature and stuff like that. Hi Sue. So I've got him one exactly the same as me. So we've both got the same colours and the same set. And I also got him a watercolour pad, because I thought, oh, you need to colour on a watercolour pad, so he's going to need a watercolour pad. It's got this little thing on it, but I've got one each. That's a gift from me to him to see if he can do watercolour painting, which he hasn't had a go at yet, but I'll be excited to see, because it means if we ever go camping or get a camper van or whatever we decide to do, when we go somewhere, you can paint, Debbie, you can paint. I'm going to be doing some arty videos in the morning, like I said, just my way. But yeah, great, love painting, nature, freedom, nice. Exactly. I'll call you coffee. Is with these. Let me run downstairs and go and get my mini one, because I'll show you. You don't have to take much with you. You know, it's not like you're taking a big bag of acrylics and stuff like that. But hang on 1 minute, I'll show you my older ones. yeah, so sorry about that. I just had to go and find them. I've just had this experience with a light again where I pulled it out the plug socket, pressed a button, and it was still on. I'm like, okay, hi Lois. So I got this one and got my fella one. But normally I get one that's only this size, meaning only this size. And these are the two that I had before, so obviously that's like two of them put together. So this one is my first one I ever got. I've had this for a while, and it's just a little tin, same as that, but obviously you can tell it's been used. And these come out and you can just buy yourself the single little paints. It's just take one out for anyone who doesn't know. Oh, I can't actually get it out, but anyway, these little sections come out and you can get, you know, each colour again when you run out of your favourite colours. And then that one was by something called Watercolour Pebble, I don't know what that says. And then I got one, I think it was last year, I got like a skin tone one, which is Jane Davenport. And this was sort of like the skin colours and things that you'll use for skin colours. And this is where you mix. So, if you've got one of these, you know, it doesn't matter which size, the half pan set or like the longer version. Like I said, this has got more colours in it, and you can buy yourself separate colours to put in. So it's got a whole set in it. And it's got room for two more at the end. All we have to do if we go out in nature or go on holiday or wherever, even if it's in the UK, if you've got one of these with you, a paintbrush, a watercolour paintbrush, and a pad and some water, that's all you need. So you're not taking like a load of acrylics with you. It's quite lightweight, and that's why I got that's why I treated myself to a new duffel, well, whatever bags these are called, rucksack bag, which I was trying to show you today, which was very me, but it's waterproof, so I can put my paints in and my books in, so when I want to go somewhere and do a bit of painting and stuff, I've got the bag. So this is really a bit like my art kit bag now, that I'm going to use as the better weather comes in. You know, either to go off on my own, or off with Finn, or my fella, and just know that I've got something in my bag that I can take with me. And when, you know, I'm in flow, I will go and paint something or whatever. Watercolours, I've never used the paints before. Use pencils, love the fairy pictures. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in my ways. 4x5 canvas ain't as easy to squeeze into a rucksack. Exactly. But you could art journal in your books to doodle ideas, or just doodle bits in nature that you may use and incorporate in your artwork, and maybe you could just do a bit of water painting just to get into that mode while you're out, and then transfer it to canvas. Whatever. You never know. I could always do a change. Yeah, you could just do that so you've got something to take out with you. That's not massive if you are into art, painting or whatever. And it's just a little something extra, because they're not dear. You know, and if the feeling comes over you when you're out in nature or whatever, you can just do that. That sounds good, actually. Yeah, I told you, I've got some good ideas. Yeah. So visually, what you see, you could paint or draw, and then use this is what I use it for. Use your sketchbook. You know, whatever book. Use your sketchbook if you did something. Then you've got like a visual of what you did, and then you could be like, actually, I really like that picture I did. I'm going to do it on a big canvas, or that's how you can use your ideas from stuff like that, let's say. So obviously I'm talking about art at the minute, because I said this just be a bit of a random chat tonight. And really, also I just want to put out there, as most of us know, I do put a lot of art into my chats because I understand of the knowing of anything where we're building or creating or crafting is from God. We came here to do that. And Lois, that video you just sent me of Sasha Stone video I'll have to post after. You know, when he was saying that, but most of us know that if you're doing something, we came here to create, you know. And like he said, I didn't know. If he wasn't doing what he was doing, talking out about stuff, he would be, I think he's a sculptor anyway, but he said he would be sculpting and he would be painting, because that's the thing, obviously, that he loves to do. Obviously, when he's not trying to put the truth out there, but that's the thing that he loves to do, because we are all here to create, and whatever that is whatever you love creating. As I said before, you're not here to do other people's journey for them. You're here to do your own. You're here to learn from your experiences. You're here to learn what you actually love, and you'll find that when you actually start giving yourself self-love, because when you start doing the things that you love doing and not letting other people stopping you from doing something because they'd rather you not do it, or it's a jealousy thing, or, you know, I've had it in the past where partners have tried to stop me doing the thing that I love, stop me from drawing, stop me from whatever, just because they're not, I would say, not secure in themselves. They don't like seeing other people happy or doing something that they really love. So they try to take you away from it because they don't feel creative. And ain't that the truth? We are the Yakata spiritual group. We are, Colin. It's your guests who create this random chat, Janine. Yeah, it is. You what? I could go get a nice walk and try my hand a bit of landscape stuff. I'm allowed to take the pee out of the local artist. Yes, you could be all that. What's that guy on? Bob Doodah. Paintings. You're right. I'll get out tomorrow and do it. Exactly. I'm hoping to get out tomorrow with the kids, so, and my sister, because it's supposed to be sunny, so I'll be taking mine with me. Get Finn to take his pens and stuff. Hi, Top Cat. So yeah, Sasha Stone was talking about that and how, you know, most of us know that we are here to create, and those energies and those, I would say, soulless people don't want us to create. They never have done. That's why me and Lois were talking behind the scenes before about, you know, when you're crafting certain stuff and certain things, when you go to places, and if you had a market store, it's always money making for the other people. They always want you to have, you know, you could have this table, but they're normally like dear prices or whatever, because it stops people. It's like a lot of people out there think that artists, they're always seen as poor, or, oh, it's not really a real job, but, you know, in that creative, even musicians and stuff, and it's like, no, they've had it like that because they know that the frequency that comes off, that energy that comes off creating from a soul level of something you love, and your soul loves it, came here to do, is a thing that they try and stop. They take people's that creative ideas to use them. You know, it's not the way it's going to be in the future. We don't need the middleman anymore. No, we don't. And that's why me and Lois were saying, you know, there's a lot of online things going on at the minute, and that helps people. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, it could take away from businesses. It can take away from very big businesses, in a sense. You know, technology is going to be around. It just needs to be in balance, that's all. But, you know, we can take the middleman out. Could set up on my frigging doorstep if I wanted to. Yeah, money means nothing. Exactly. It's all the frequency, as we know anyway. It's just the word what we use today. But, you know, art, to me, anything crafting, anything creating, because I think even Sasha Stone said he's built buildings and stuff. That's still an art form. Any art form or anything like that, to me, is light language. It's soul, what we came here to do. Whatever that is, what anyone chooses that they love, you know. Some people love, I was watching a podcast last night, really nice podcast, really chill podcast, and the guy who does that just loves making he chats a bit like me, he chats with a brew, and that's what he does, and it's just him, one man show, and he loves doing that, and the content he puts out is so calming. But that's creating, he's creating that, out of a good energy as well. I'm sore in my muscles after 8 hours of moving for a friend. Sunday to a larger apartment, moved for his... Oh no, at least you were helping though. See it as a bit of exercise. This is a regular now where we're all in bed. Are we all in bed? Yeah. Yeah, who's actually in bed? I'm sat on my bed because it's my bedroom's always like a nice, I don't mean in a rude way, I just mean a nice, it's always had a nice atmosphere up here because the whole house does, because I get a lot of lighting, but the light that comes in at the end of the day with the sunset hits the front here where I'm sat, and it's just very calming. It should be very relaxing and calming in your bedroom. Haha, first time in, not you know, very calming and very chilled. And like when I first moved into the house years ago when I was with Finn's dad, there used to be, where that heart is, there used to be a TV, and I was like, get the TV off the wall. We can't have a TV in the bedroom. It's interfering, and you want to come to your bedroom as a relaxing place. And I mean, I've got the other light on at the minute, even though it doesn't look like it with my lights. You know, my green lights. Don't know if you can see. Are they up there? No, I don't think they're catching in this light. I've got the green light thing going on. You know what my fella got me. But what was I talking about? Yeah, the atmosphere it's just very chilled up here, and then obviously this is where I get most orb manifestation, because if you could see on my bed right now, I do a lot of art in my on my bed sometimes, because I like just to sit and relax and watch the sun go down. So I do a lot of art here, and a lot of you could say intentions of good things. And I was going to explain this little doodle as well, which I just tried to do before, and my pen's running out, so there's a little bit missing. Might be able to fill it in here, but basically this was talking about art. It's the fairy Nini again, but with her friend Bo, the bird. But she is stood on top of a castle, holding onto this balloon which says "My Wish," which is a star. It's also basically saying you are the king or queen of your own castle, your realm of consciousness. You are the star of your show, not those people. You are the star of your show, and you put your wishes out. And you're high up again, looking out over the shit show going on. observing, awareness, not reacting, just maybe responding, but not reacting. Yeah. Pardon? Warm? Right, it will be. It will be. Getting disturbed again at this time. Good job he's off school. He's still awake at this time. Oh, like the inner child fairy cards. Yeah. Yeah. So it's basically saying, like I said earlier on today, you are the star of your show. You are the king and queen of your castle. You put your wishes and things out to the world. The butterflies are, she's watching, like I said, remember she's keeping a track of those who are waking up. These butterflies are the people ascending in their consciousness transformation, because we are having a transformation within ourselves. Like I said, most people are. A lot of people are coming to that. Some people are still, you know, wherever they're at, but that's fine. And then in the middle, you've got the heart. So yeah, she's there. She's there. You're saying it's too dark coloured. It's supposed to be because it's just a black and white picture. I've not coloured it in. Some of my pictures I prefer black and white. That's why a lot of people said do them as colouring books, like this one. Monochrome stands out a lot sometimes. Some people like the black and white. Some people like the colour. It's all choice. But that one's not finished, so or a bit of colour with the black and white. And that was the other one the other day where I coloured it in. So I like doing the black in the background. That one's not finished because the light stands out more in the dark, doesn't it? Colours stand out. And that was the other one I did yesterday. I was chilling and thinking about things. So, yeah. Oh, your headboard. I thought you were talking about me colouring. I was like, it's too dark coloured. I'm like, what me colour? Oh, right. Oh, I was just thinking this evening about changing my headboard. Funny that, because I was thinking that about this one. I wanted a soft one. That was hilarious. I thought you were talking about my colours. I'm like, it's too dark. See how misconstrued it gets on here when people are texting and you don't see the text before. That's why YouTube is a bit funny, like I've said before. When you get people coming in, sometimes, you know, you're like, what? Are you are you trolling? Like, because it's so hard sometimes, especially when you're live, you're like, what? But I just caught that. So fun they are, Dolly, all aspects of you. Oh, thank you, Coyote. Yeah, I don't know if did I show the fairy cards on here. I can't remember if I showed all of them. I might run down and get them. Because to me, it's all the frequency. Art is a frequency as well of what people see in people's artwork. And that's not just my artwork. 22 and 11, not just my artwork, but I love to share my artwork because I love to share that frequency with people of my joy, of what I love to paint or draw or whatever it is, that hopefully a lot who watch enjoy seeing the artwork. Some may not, but that's okay. If it's not their sort of artwork, that's fine. Lots of people have different artwork. Hi Janine, great to see you, great to see you, great to see you all in. I might just run downstairs in a minute and warm my brew up, dead naughty, and then I'll get my fairy cards. But yeah, how much of you in chat then? Any of you are? I know Lois does, I know Rainbow Wizard does, I think Coyote does. How many of you and how many maybe want to? Because like I said, I can start doing a few more collage. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some arty things in the morning sometimes. I'm not going to say it's going to be every day, but I think I'm going to be coming at an early time of, I probably won't even be dressed or anything, so, but it won't matter because the camera will be pointing down at whatever I'm doing. But collage, you don't need to be able to draw and stuff like that. So I love it. Your creativity makes me smile. Oh, thank you, Top Cat. Well, that's a frequency. Creatives, yeah, that's the frequency, and that's the frequency that I try to put out as well. What? No. What? No. What? What you saying? What? Yeah, you can be in your PJs too. You probably will be. And depending on where you are in the world, I don't know what time it would be, but love fairy lights. They make it cozy. Yeah. I've got fairy lights on here actually, but they're not working. I need to get some new ones. I've got fairy lights. Let me get me other fairy lights on. Oh, what's going on there? I've just seen. Oh my god, where did that come from? Oh, I've just tapped something hilarious. Hang on. I never knew even this was here. I never even knew I had that. What have I just tapped? That's hilarious. See my bubble orbs. Oh my god, I don't even know what I just tapped. That's so funny. Right, I'm gonna have a mess around now. Whoa. Ooh. I didn't even know that was there. What else have we got? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Gonna go through all of these now. Battery's gone fast. Oh. No, this isn't the battery. This is I didn't even know I had this on here. Is that normal? Ooh. Swimming through Oh, let's see sketch. Oh, that's weird. Look at I've got blonde dreads in. Oh God, that's funny. I don't even know which is normal. Well, there's normal. How do I get rid of that? I don't even know what I've touched. What is it? Is it that? Oh, I've realised what it is now. Now I'll know next time. I didn't even know that was on my screen. That's been there for ages and I never even knew what it was and I've just tapped it by accident. You know what I'm like with computers and that absolutely crap, don't know what I'm doing. I swear to God, I'm like, what's that? I didn't know it was there. Well, yeah, what is normal? Right, I'm going to go and warm my tea up and then I'm going to bring the cards up. But yeah, if you've got anything you want to ask or anything, happy accidents, yeah. I'm just having a chilled night tonight, so I'll be back in a minute. I'm also forgetting, it's Monday. It's Monday Moon Day. Have you seen the moon outside? Oh my goodness, it is massive. Talk about full moon, it is massive. I just looked outside the window and went, oh my God, it's beautiful. Big, yellow, big, massive. Dolly, I watched a Charlie Boy video where a woman that... Yeah, I heard about that. I'm not going to go on about it on here, but I did hear about it. I know exactly what you're talking about. I haven't watched it. My dad told me, and I was just like, as I've said before with stuff, I will say again, just like Red Pill Phil's been saying, there's lots of stuff going on at the minute, and who knows, maybe not, but I do sit on the thing with, there's that much shit going on and people trying to pull people down at the minute that it's like, who knows, but all will be seen. And I've been saying this for ages, all those that are not working for the light will be seen, because it's just going to happen, because people will be joining the dots up, this, that and the other. So I don't worry about that. I just think, well, if it's true, it will come out in the end. To me, it doesn't just mean because one person said that's, you know, yeah, be careful who you follow, exactly. But then again, you know, there are a lot of people that did come out quite quick, and it was like, but like I said, lots of secrets in the chat going on. Be careful who you follow. It was mid-flow chat with, yeah. So I just think, do you know what I mean? Maybe not. Who knows? That's why I haven't said much on it, because I haven't seen it anyway. But and I don't watch any of them. I don't even know where they are. Because like I said, people will be seen, and the truth will come out. The truth, not shit people are making up out there. So, you know, if it is, we will find out. If not, this is why people get so confused. Well, they might go, oh, you've been on the channel. Oh, yeah, people put people on different channels, and people are talking the different truths. But you know what I mean? I guess we'll see. But I'm not saying that is the truth. I didn't see it. You know, all the truth will come out in the end, and people will be seen for what they truly are. So that's why I'm not worried. I just think, well, you know, let's see. But then again, I say there is that energy going about where there are a lot of people attacking other people. There are a lot of people making lies up about stuff. There's all that sort of shitty energy going about because of the times of what is going on at the minute with certain stuff. So who knows? Who knows? That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, I did hear about it, and I'm like, well, guess we'll see. For some apparent reason, been doing a lot of research on the person she was hanged. 15, and believe it or not, she was innocent. Ah, yeah. So you know, we did get told that. Be careful who you follow. Have you got a laptop cam hacked? Can you see me? Can I see you? I can see you. What? What you waffling on about? Oh yeah. Did you think it was a setup or what? 2019. Yeah, I know. That's what a lot of people have said. Where they don't get it out quick. But then again, you could say had a lot of people on the channel, so it would go up quick. Got 14 and 14. It would go up quick because there's many different people on. But I know there's people that have tried to get on the bandwagon just to get subs and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm not bothered either way. It's just, it is what it is. And if it was true, this is where people in the messed up mindsets will think that everyone who's been on that show is not good. Hence, I've been on there, but there's loads of people that have been on there, you know, really good people. And that doesn't mean jack shit to me, because it's just like, well, there's lots of people who go on TV that are trying to put the word out, and people think, oh, because they've been on TV. It's like, it doesn't mean they're all nefarious. They normally try and pull you down and make you out that you're daft anyway when you do go on, if you did get on TV. But the ship ever given is stuck. Yeah, do you mean the ship ever given the evergreen? You mean that's what they're trying to put out in the media when we all know that's not what it's called. It's stuck in the virtual shares, right? So, yeah, well, I was just talking about that today, Danny, because I said you've got Russia on one side and America at the other, and also Lois was telling me today, because I've never seen the series, Dexter, that's on Netflix. That name of that, he was rescued from being in a, what are they called, a container ship with the same name, but we all know they put it out there. So, and she sent me the picture, the video of it. I was like, no way. I never watched that series, so yeah, funny that, isn't it? But we all know it's always put in front of your face. That's the game they play. Besides, imagine us poor spanners trying to keep an eye on your chat with millions of subbers. Didn't sign up for that, boss. Why? Do you feel like there's millions of subbers? Can you imagine? Year of the election, yeah. Oh, year of election, yeah. 30 reasons not to trust. Yeah, definitely dodgy. Definitely dodgy, JJ. JJ Jedi. That's what some people would think, though, because that's where people's mindsets are at. They think, because, you know, oh, you might have been on there. It's like, well, yeah, but it doesn't mean anything, does it? I was putting my stuff out, and if anyone remembers, I didn't give him time to get a word in edgeways anyway, because you know me. I just waffled on about my experiences. So, you know, it's not like I tried to take over, because you couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Really, I don't watch TV, so I missed Pixie was speaking about it today. Yeah, I don't watch TV, but it come up on my phone and you can see it in the canal, and it's just like they try to call it another name, though it's got a big name across it. Have you had another mug? Yeah, I did get another mug, Susie. Sue, I got this from no, Home Bargains. I can't remember. Or was it B&M's when we went there the other day? And it's massive, but you know what I'm like with different mugs, even though I'm trying to get rid of stuff. It's just because it had a rainbow on it, which is very significant for me and my fella. And it says Daydream Believer, so I thought, well, I mean, it's half got my name on there, hasn't it? So I thought, well, couldn't really say no to that. I was buying my mum one at the same time, so yeah, like I said, I don't, I've always said the truth will come out and those will be seen, and that's where I'm like, fine with all that. Not worried at all. If he is, he is. If he isn't, he isn't. It's just whatever. The only thing I've always thought was doesn't say much anyway, in a sense. So, you know, don't know. But like I said, there are forces out there that are trying to bring people down at the minute and say people are things that they're not. So who knows? Do you know what I mean? That's why I can't really comment on it that much, because I didn't see it. I haven't been watching anything because I thought that channel had disappeared. So yeah, I guess we'll see. But still, you know, it's still waking people up. So I just think, oh well, you know, who knows? Yeah, Rainbow Wizard. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm going, it's just a thing about a rainbow and called Rainbow Wizard. It's not Rainbow Wizard, but yeah, I didn't even think then. That's me. Like, la 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 la. I know, yeah. Long distance relationship. Yeah, JJ Jedi, the whole Evergreen thing is to do with Killary. Yeah. She's part of that big time. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You remember? Number 17 said, this is why when someone came in today asking for evidence, it's like, look, if you're big into number 17 and you've been following it from the beginning and proper going deep in the decodes and all that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, it doesn't matter. It's not really thinking it on now. But if you are, and you know what I'm talking about, is that was brought up. We got told to watch the water quite early on. And it's like, oh shit, thought it was last year. Watch the water. Yeah, it's a code name. It was Killary's code name as well. Her code name was Evergreen. No coincidence, is it? And that's why the military, that's why the media are trying to call it another name of what they're trying to call it, everlasting, whatever. I don't know what they're calling it, but it's clearly on the side of the boat, you know. And when you see the pictures of it, it's clearly on the side of the boat. We know what they've been shipping. So, like I said, it's interesting that Russia at one end and America at the back, because a lot of people think Putin's bad, and it's like, no, Putin knew. So there you go. You know, yeah, Timberwolf and Renegade, exactly. So it's one of the names of many. Does he owe you money? There's a new channel called Gift Busters about the same. Yeah, I know why you're talking about it, because a lot of people have been bringing it up. I've seen it, and I've seen a lot of people talking out against it as well, saying these are good people, and people just gone, this is why I'm saying, just let it roll, just be aware, because who knows. I don't believe, like, people are calling him and Simon Parks, I think Simon Parks is a good guy, but like I said, all will be seen. You know, I'm not bothered if I'm not at all bothered if I'm wrong or whatever. But like I said, there's a lot going on within people. Like we were saying, we were saying, yeah, check out the Dexter series, as Lois said, because it's in there. It's actually in the Dexter series, but we know they put everything in front of our face. This is why I'm saying about this energy, like Red Pill Phil's been talking on his channel about this energy of people abusing people online and, you know, on YouTube and all this sort of stuff that goes on about people telling lies about people. Wow. It still goes on. This is why I say, let it, because the truth is coming out, you know. And that's why I don't worry about things, because I think, well, it is, you know, and the people will get seen for the side that they played on. If you want to put it like that. I don't know what the right words are, because people moan about everything you say these days. You say this, someone says that. You try and be this, someone says you're being that. You wear your hair like this, someone goes against that. Certain clothes you wear, someone goes against that. Do you know what I mean? That's what these people are like. So it's that contrast. Anything you are, anything they're not, they go against what you are. I've noticed that a lot. You know, it's all about being yourself, but these people, if you're not like them, or in the way of thinking of them, dress like them, walk like them, talk like them, they don't like you. And then they want to call it out, you know, as it's bad. And it's like, no, we're just, you're not meant to be the same as everybody else. So you're meant to be unique. So nothing can stop what's coming. Nothing, but I'm getting impatient. I know a lot of people are getting impatient, but the thing is, JJ Jedi, I see it as, I can get impatient about it, but I've learned to fill myself with my art and stuff, and just patience is a virtue, because what we see time as, what is time, do you know what I mean? A lot of things have happened and it's going quite quickly. I think it's going quite quickly for me. But I do see people, but it's that thing again, the people have to be shown. They can't be told, as we know this. And I was only saying to Lois today, a lot of people think that it's going to be over this year and the ascension's going to be like this, that and the other. I don't actually believe that. I believe, and I'm not saying this is right or wrong, I'm just saying this is where I'm at the minute with stuff, is someone said the other week it could be up to, say, 2030. So if you think of it like that, people could be like, oh my God, I just want to give up now. What do you mean 2030? I thought we were like, but I'm like, no, even if it was that, I'd be happy. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, just for example, if it was 2030, as that's where everyone's like more in union and everything's great, is if it was that, in a sense, then everything's getting quickening up, because I've been feeling it. And if you're someone who knows that in the realms as well, you're thinking, oh, good, because I've got more of a chance to still be working on myself and still getting certain program out and bringing new things in and new routines and stuff, which we're all trying to do, even me. And you're coming away from certain things. But in that time, as we move forward, it gets better and easier and things flow in better as all these systems break down. But with that, because the world's awakening, they get a chance to move forward, expand, and catch up. And there's a lot of people that can wake up and they can catch up quite quickly. A lot of people get jealous out there. They think that, oh, why have they not been through all shit I've been through? It took me ages. It's been going on for ages. Like, not all people are like that. People learn differently. So some people might just catch on like that and be like, oh, yeah. Oh, right, I see. Yeah, oh, I know what I need to be doing, blah, blah, blah. And they get right into it. Other people might be like, oh, my God. Like, oh, back and forth a little bit, back and forth. You know, it's a bit scary, this, but, oh, yeah, I'm not sure what it is. But they start moving forward. So really, if you think about it, it's giving those people time, the people who are coming through it now, to catch up more, but the people who are just about to wake up, they know they've got a lot of time to wake up, and it's not just going to be, oh my God, you've got next week to do this. What about the rest of the people? Are they going to get a chance to have a choice to catch up? Well, we'd all see it as like, yay, they're coming along, and oh my God, they get a chance to come along and they get a chance to set themselves free and they get a chance to expand and grow and come where we're all going. You know, those who really can't, well, they really can't. But if you get what I'm saying, so I don't believe it's going to be like, boom, yeah, solar flash at the end of the year or something. A lot of people thought that, oh yeah, big things change. No, because half of the people haven't done the work, and they've got to do the work to see what this is. Or it's like someone said the other day, if you're in an abusive relationship and someone just came and saved you out of that relationship, which is what's happening now, as in, oh, we've got to do it ourselves. you're probably going to go back into that relationship because someone's just pulled you out of it. You didn't learn your lesson. You didn't, but if you get yourself out of that situation and knowing what it was about, this, that, and the other, you've got more chance that you're not going to go back into that sort of situation because you weren't, like everyone said, oh, such a body's a saviour. No, you're your own saviour. You've got to do the work. So it's giving people time to wake up and move forward. And really, we do want the people to catch up. It wouldn't really be, but service to others in this time will be helping them along, guiding them and all that, and connecting and stuff like that, which we all are doing anyway. Yeah, transition, exactly, Rainbow Wizard. So it's a transition of power back to the people, which means us. New energy, lots of things. There's new energy coming in now. Everyone can feel it. New. And because this thing is so big, on every level of like sectors of, say, maybe how we'll use money, the schooling systems, all that has to be changed and new. So it's going to take a bit of time. It's only because we live down here in time everyone moans. But really, if it starts getting easier and easier, people are going to enjoy it more. And then they're going to be just in the flow of like, we've got to enjoy the adventure on the way, the journey on the way, and not be moaning about, oh, I can see that, the top of the mountain that we're supposed to climb. No, just enjoy it anyway. And then you're not going to be in that thing of like, oh my God, we're nearly there, It's like, no, just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. I think it all starts with JFK Jr. coming out. I tell you what, if that does happen, I mean, I'd love that. I don't know, but I would love that because we all know where I'm at with that. I still think it's also, yeah, so do you know what I mean? It would be brilliant. Is JP just coming? No? I don't know. Am I seeing things? Yeah, so that would be brilliant. But you never know, because you never know. And we're not supposed to know the true outcome. It's like we can sort of put the dots together. And it's funny because we all say we can see the bigger picture. I think we mean we can see the bigger picture and we know where things are sort of going back to source and what's coming, but we don't actually know what it's going to look like at all. Anybody saying that? No, we don't, because we're not meant to know. It's meant to be a big surprise. Do you know what I mean? And we don't need to know the workings out of everything. It just is, isn't it? Omnipresence, anyway. Yeah, big possibility. I know it is. Oh, can you imagine me if that, God, I'd never shut up if that happened, would it? I'd be like, ah, whoo, Dolly's ego might have to come out on that one. Her case was something to do with cooking. Is there something to that? Oh. You're having different conversations there, but yes. But yeah. Oh, we've got Emmanuel in as well. So, oh yeah, JP is there. I couldn't see you. I was like, where's JP? I can't see JP. But you know what I mean? It's giving, why wouldn't you want, I know it's nice to go, oh yeah, I wish we were all there, but if people, if it was a snap thing like that, like a magical thing, would the people who didn't know about it, like, would they have learned anything? Or would they feel, if you've seen the film Soul, well, you just like snapped me out of the thing that we came here to do, and I was supposed to wake up in the divine right time for me, and you just snapped me and pulled me out of it, and I really wanted to go through that experience of realising myself, coming back into communion with myself, finding myself, because a lot of people, I said today, there's still a lot of people playing hide and seek with the self. It's a bit like flipping Peter Pan and his shadow, isn't it? Hiding from the self, it's about finding thyself. This is what it's all about. Here is about finding thyself, finding what you love to do, finding those that you love to be around, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people are still hiding from themselves. A lot of people are still running from themselves. A lot of people, it's like, a lot of people don't want to find themselves. And it's like, whoa, it's good when you do. Hi, how are you, my guy? So yeah, hi Dolly, just tuning in, laugh out loud, it's ever given the other name I'm tuned right into. It's biblical and all done in numbers, God's language. Yes, it is, Teresa. Got 17 thumbs up there. Just saying. Just dropping the link here to one of, oh yes, Lois has dropped a link in Super Chat to one of Sasha Stone's videos that I was just listening to, not got to the end of yet, and it was brilliant. Because he was saying, what we're all here to do. We're all here to love each other. We're all here to create. And that creating is also, loving each other, And when you're with someone, all that sort of good stuff that comes there as well, but not as in a bad way. Do you know what I mean? But go and listen to that. It was ace. I'm good. You know, and it's just funny how I've immersed more in art over this time of the whole my awakening, let's say, and certain movements, whether you believe in it or not, doesn't really matter to me. I've said before, there's people who scream and shout out there, oh, I don't believe in this movement, don't believe in that movement. It doesn't matter, it's where something took you to. Did it take you down? Did it make you feel depressed? Did you not see anything with it? Did you get to a point where you thought, actually, I don't see nothing going with this or moving? It's not how I felt. It's still moving, it's still there. It's not had the trump card played yet. And also it's brought me to a lot of passion, a lot of feel good, a lot of good vibrations, artwork, beautiful people in chat, new friends that I'm making, everything. So to me, it's not a bad thing. So yeah. Hi Dolly, just had a couple of nightcaps. Full house. Ha. Well, what, you got stressed? Well, I've been talking to some people today, and we were talking about going to the toilet or not a lot. I know this sounds mad, but a few people have been talking about, oh my God, have you been going to the toilet a lot for the number 2? I'm like, but not over anything that different I've been eating, and people are like, have you had headaches? A lot of people are complaining about headaches, migraines. Going to the toilet's like ascension symptoms, maybe. Maybe it's that thing of your body saying, no, you're not allowed those foods anymore. Because also, going back to giving people a chance to wake up and start on the path. Also, if we're meant to be eating certain foods, we all know about huge poos. Del Boy's on a huge poop. Well, don't eat all the time. But I'm just saying, if anyone's been feeling a bit out of odds with that, not normal. What is normal? But what I'm trying to say is, we all go and know we're meant to be more. Is it alkaline or whatever? And people don't eat meat and don't do this. But then again, I think do what's right for you. But then again, if we are in the end supposed to be doing this, we've got time to get into that mode of finding the right exercise for you. People talked about this morning. People do different exercises to suit their body or their movement, or some people like cardio, some people like this, some people like that. Or it's going to give us time to get off certain programming, even with food, this, that, and the other, whatever programming, because everything's been programmed, to get back into alignment. Because it's hard to just go, I'm going to stop eating this, or I'm going to stop eating that, and then loads of people go, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do it. You have about a list of 10 things. You know that you're never going to do them all, because you need to do one thing at a time. So if we've got time on our side here, what is time? It's going to give us a chance to get in that higher vibration, to be in the 5D, if you want to say, if any of you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? 22 in chat. That's how I see it anyway. It's giving people more time, and it's giving you time to work on yourself with your self development, to also help the other people that are coming through. A bit like a teacher guidance, not telling someone how to do it, but just saying, this is what works for me. It may work for you, it may not, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. That's why there's so many different channels out there. Channels, do you get it? Channels. Channeling. With different people that go to different people, because they'll find the people they resonate with that help them to do, because they'll resonate with the way someone else does it, maybe the way they do it. I'm great, my brothers and sisters. God bless. Yes, God bless. It's God's plan, this, and it's going divinely as it's meant to. Like I said before, the chaos in the world right now isn't... Yeah, it looks chaotic, and there's stuff going down, but this stuff has to go down for the world to change. It can't be brushed under the carpet and swept away to just go, yeah, that never happened, it doesn't really matter. No, it did happen, and it does matter, because if these things aren't looked at, it's a bit like Phil was saying today, these things aren't looked at and talked about and brought to the day of light for everyone to see, no matter how horrible it is, or horrific it is, we're never going to learn from it. You've got to learn from mistakes. We've got to learn from the things we've turned a blind eye to. We've got to learn this, we've got to learn that. People need to go look at themselves as well, because there's a lot of people that really need to go look at themselves right now. And that's hard to do, but they do. They have problems with people. The problems they have with people are not with people, it's with themselves. So there's all that going on. There's all this energy flying about Thank you. There's all this energy flying about. People are blaming other people because all this energy is going, there's all this energy going about a bit nefarious, but there's all this beautiful light energy that's coming in. And to fill up more on that, you need to get rid of the other stuff. But because there's all this energy going on, the news is putting one thing out, people are saying this on this side, all these thoughts and things are going about, and people are like getting too caught up in it and getting too caught up in things that they think coming in, which are nothing to do with them. So yeah, where's Indigo? I don't know. She's been a bit tired and stuff. So with all these energies going about, that's what she's told me. It's worn her out a bit, so she is resting. So yeah. So there's all that, and that's why you have to center yourself and think, is there certain things worth doing sometimes? Is there certain things moaning about sometimes? Because like I said, what you put out is what you attract. Constantly saying that. Because still people doing it, Like we got the cards in today about the focus again and all that sort of stuff. It's what you focus on is what we bring in. So if there's too many people focusing on the negative and focusing on the fear, that's what's going to stay on the timeline. But we're not having that. No one cared anyways. Now we are realising because it's too much, but still life is so busy, and that's for innocent people. Evil people always knew and wanted. What does that mean? Well, the evil's going to go because too many people are waking up, and the evil can't really play the game when people know, and you've got the eyes to see how things work, and you're rising up in your own divineness and power. And if you're a child of God anyway, which a lot of us are, if you've got that connection, you're not disconnected, you're not doing all the fear stuff. If you listen to that Sasha Stone video, that was really good. As he say, the Adamite, we are the children of God, those connected, Oh, the universe does care. That depends on how you look at it, but in my eyes, the universe does care, and the universe will give you what you want. You're in fear, you'll get more fear things. You'll get people who are in fear, people who are negative, this, that and the other. The other way of doing things is, gratitude and stuff like that, and putting good intentions out. It's harder to do that, in a sense. It's easy to be negative. It doesn't matter if you're not a believer of God. It's up to you. I'm not a believer of God. I have no more hope. Well, that's okay. It's a shame that you feel like that. I have lots of hope, and it's more faith, actually. I have that within myself. If you've debunked that yourself, that's brilliant for you, but you're in a chat room full of people who have a lot of faith, a lot of light. And I am a believer of God. I say source, it's an energy to me. Maybe you should stay around a bit. But source is with everyone. It's omnipresence, it's an energy, it's in everyone and everything, every animal, every plant, everything. And when you look around and you see people who are still smiling and shining the light, there's the faith right there. Well, if you learn about what's gone on in the world and who the controllers are, you'll learn why it's nothing to do with God. But you have choice. But God's plan that's coming in now is up earth in that. If you've not seen what's going on in the world, it's up earth in that. So, so, but, that's your thing on it, your spin. Very good. Yeah, the churches aren't all bad. It's not all the churches, it's just parts of that, that's been in. Yeah, the Bible's a beautiful book. It's just been twisted. That's all, like many other faiths and different things. But, anyway, I'm not getting into that. It's just quietly listening. That's okay. But there is a lot of faith. If you look around the world with the people talking out, people who want to take the power back, people who are talking about good intentions, people who are up in the light, most of them will say they believe in yeah, but I'm not getting into all of that. It's the Torah, isn't it? That's got the, it's all been twisted. It's all to divide and conquer, as we all know. But anyway, talking about the light, like I look around, I see a lot of channels. I see a lot of people still shining the light through all these times. And this is what it's about. There are a lot of people losing faith. I can see that, I see that all the time. Yeah, exactly. You look for God, you find yourself. God is within you. So You know, God's within you. It's not out there, it's within you. It's within everybody. We're not disconnected. They just try to make us disconnected. That's why they do the things that they do, but it's being unearthed. So, you know, I see a lot of people, and a lot of people who shine the light will say, you know, most of what I see are the believer in source God, whatever you want to call it. My God name has bad rap. Consciousness is the God of goodness. Yeah, everyone calls it a different name, but you know, we know sort of like, you know, I know it's not a man on a cloud. Do you know what I mean? But everyone has a different name, and it's in all faiths. But we know they've twisted all faiths. You know, they've took bits out here, stuck bits in there. But you can still read the Bible and look at things, and you're like, oh yeah. So many trigger words right now. Yeah, yeah. It's good to be triggered sometimes. Yeah, love you all. TikTok, their days are numbered. God bless. Yeah, TikTok. Exactly. I mean, some people are using it to their advantage. I say use it to your advantage. You know what? No, you're not talking rubbish, but there is good energy about, and there is. I mean, you're right. People are losing the faith left, right, and centre. I've seen that with the movement I've been on and still am on. It's just because I'm a little bit quieter about it at the minute because patience is a virtue. But no, I don't think God is good, bad. It just is, and it's an energy. But really, when you connect to it, you see things in a different light, as in the things that have been corrupted have not been by that energy. That's just people that, oh, I don't even know if these people are people, soulless people, disconnected, Luciferians, whatever you want to call them. That, no, they're not in belief of God. That put all these things out there, and they've got away with it for a very long time because they've hidden certain things. So, but it even says in the Bible about days coming back of people seeing and retribution and all this sort of stuff, which you can put in a modern terms today, is all will be seen, and justice is coming, and it's the greatest time to be alive in history. Um, I don't even go into all that. It's just so what. I just know from experiences of feeling an energy. Um, you know, yeah, be right back is, you know, was the creator. Yeah. Um, that source energy is within you. It's universal and it's within everybody. I've talked about ETs. I have orbs, quite a lot of orbs and all that. There is stuff helping. They're only helping, to me, they're only helping as a guidance. They can't here to do it for us. We've got to do it for us. You know. Yeah, but I don't go into deep in all that. It's an energy form to me, like I've just said anyway. We'll get off our subject now. Because, like I say, there's a lot of faith. There's a lot of people who fell off, but there's a lot of beautiful people that are still on it, still holding the faith, still putting good stuff out there, still in a high frequency, and not letting people, you know, bring them down or dim the light. Yeah, but if you think about it, Buddhist, what? That's like Jesus said, what? Be good to thy neighbour. It's still the same thing. It's still the same message. Be good to people. Don't do to others that you wouldn't do to yourself. Do you know what I mean? Be kind. Be loving. It's all the same. Ascendant masters. All the same. All the same. No, the human brain can't compute the like I say, can't you put complete the amazingness of it. No, we can't. It's a knowing. It's not a factual thing. It's just a knowing. You know, it is a mystic world. It's a magical world. But if you're new to my channel, you won't have heard my other chats, and you won't have seen my orbs and stuff like that. So yeah, and for anyone who is new, and the Archangel Michael energy that we got in that time, well, I got in. It does go on and on. It's infinity and it's a spiral of life, and we'll be ever for learning. We don't need to know or know what it looks like. You know, you can feel it. It's omnipresent. It's everywhere at all times. That's what God is to me. Anyway, let me see if I can find that came in. But it's each to their own as well. Do you know what I mean? It's finding the God within, which is you. You are God. Trying to find something. Well, people obviously need a God in these days because what's been going on with certain things, taken away from God, when you're taken away from that energy, that sort of love thy neighbour thing, look how the world's been going. Going to shit, basically, because people haven't got morals. Yeah, I don't really think too much on that level. I just know we're spiritual beings having a human experience. I don't think too much about stuff. It's more in the now of what's going on now. You know, responsibility would be a start. Exactly. When I looked at the fourth fairy in your sketchbook, I thought that's me. Oh yeah, I've got the cards to show you. I'm just looking for the you know, when you get things like do do do. No, I'm not really bothered. Yeah, if you want to see it like that, everyone sees things different. It's like Darwin's theory is only a theory, isn't it, as we know? Right, I'm trying to... What am I looking for? Yeah, so many people online having... I can't say it... Prophesific... Yeah, I can't say it. Visions of 3 days of darkness and Jesus. Yeah, a lot of people have been doing, yeah. Well, we are putting the puzzle pieces together. That's what the whole thing's about. Mainly your puzzle pieces. Don't worry about other people's puzzle pieces. Finding your way back to self, which is love, which is God's source. Right, so, where is it? Yeah, when I got this energy, and I know I keep showing this because, I mean, it's just amazingly bonkers. The face in the light that I caught on camera, there it is. Outside, in my garden, and the double picture. Oh, yes. So, no fear, exactly. Well, ask and you will receive. You have to sit and listen. See what things you're getting and listen. It's not going to come like that. And you don't try and force things and think, oh my God, why is this not happening? Mainly happens when you're doing things like having a shower or washing the pots. You'll get this little thing and you're like, oh, you know, if you're forcing something, you know, hi Sal. But anyway, it's not really what I'm talking about. I'm trying to mess my chat up. Oh yeah, so fairy cards were I think you can see this one. We've got the yellow one, pink one, and then ones. We were talking about, I seem to get these people in who are just like, yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway. I don't know. Yeah, what topic were you talking about? We're not actually talking about churches and Jesus and all that, so, you know. Anyway, anybody want to ask me anything in chat or anything? You know. Because I said I was just chilling tonight, really, just having a random conversation. Like I said, I was talking about art, actually, because artwork comes from the creator source, you know. Creator, we're creators, we're mini creators, aren't we? We like to create and stuff, so, yeah. Tell me about unicorns. Well, I see unicorns as an energy. This is just me. And a lovely, playful energy, childlike energy. And because they, I did cards this morning, have a unicorn horn on the head here. I always think third eye. You know, magical going on there. But I see unicorns, you know, when people go, oh, I believe in unicorns. I see them as an energy. And I see them very childlike and magical, but very childlike and unicorn farts rainbows. Yes, they do. They do. Yeah, spot on. You know, I just see them as when people talk about like, oh yes, I believe in unicorn. I've got a unicorn. I might go and grab it. I've got a unicorn tarot deck. Oh, you know, unicorns. It's like, yeah, the energy of a unicorn. Like, and when you think of a unicorn, what do you think of? We've got 2020 there. 2020. I think of childlike joy, giggles, laughter, just like young energy, just like happy, giggly sort of childlike energy. That's what I see unicorns as. Magical. Did you see the stuff about on the marketing? Haha, unicorns give us. Oh yeah, well we know they use things. They use things as certain symbols. I think anything, as we know, anything that's good, anything that's fun, they will use and switch it the other way, saying it, you know, it's this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. As we know, that's why they do what they do. So everything's reverted and turned upside down, and everything good is bad, and, you know, that stuff that they put out. So it just confuses everybody. But personally, that's what I see unicorn as a beautiful, divine source energy of funness. I'm a Capricorn. I figured I'm close. Yeah. So I might go and grab that deck in a minute. I'm just trying to think where it is. Yeah, I've got a unicorn deck. And I got that deck because it reminds me of like that funness of, and that's why when we are creating and we're in that creative mode of art and stuff like that is you could say my artwork's quite, I don't mean childish in, you know, it's quite cartoony looking because yeah, it just is. No, I'm not taking my dreads out. I'm pulling them apart because see all this, that's all coming out. You get bits that come out and they all need neatening up, and I've not had it done for ages. And the hairdresser thingy, my dread woman, isn't open, so I've got to try and fix all this and get it back in. But because it's out, this bit will start connecting, and you have to pull it out because it actually hurts a bit when it all starts connecting. So I've got to start trying to neaten it up. See, it's all getting messy. So no, I'm not taking them out. I've got to neaten them up. Oh, I've got the neat little frizzy frizz. See these bits? They start doing this, and you've got to like put it all back in, which will take ages. So I'm not looking forward to doing, but I'll just have to get in the moment with it, listen to a podcast and do it. But yeah, haha, yes please. What unicorn cards? So yeah, I'm getting a bit tired now, but yeah, like I say, as much as there's a lot of crap going on out there, like I said, infighting, God knows what, and this, that, and the other, there's a lot of good stuff happening as well. So, whimsical, yeah, whimsical. I would say whimsical because I do whimsical. I do whimsical. It is yeah, it is whimsical artwork. But I don't know, because I was thinking as well, I was making these handmade cards and I thought maybe it would be easy to just do the pictures and get them printed onto cards instead of like, so I don't mean like these are beautiful because they're handmade and the papers and everything's, you know, handcrafted, which I do like as well, because I feel there's a when something's handcrafted compared to, even though that would be beautiful, I think, on a card or a postcard or something like that, you know, it'd be very flat because it'd just be a card like that. I don't know if people would prefer, you know, my doodles on cards and stuff, because obviously I'm not going to, like, if someone liked that picture and wanted a card, obviously if I was hand drawing that on a handmade card, I'd have to do loads, but obviously if I got it printed onto cards, you know, I'd have so many. But yeah, stuff like this. No, thank you, JP. Yeah, like I keep saying, I need to find a printers. I haven't found a printers that I've seen yet. I'm thinking, oh yeah. But some of the actual handcrafted stuff I do, as in not drawing, as in to put on anything, handcrafted, all of it. So there's something in that someone's took the time. And I don't just mean me, anyone who crafts, does any sort of artwork, handcrafted, sat there and put something together out the loving intention of putting something together, is very special to something that's been mass produced. Do you know what I mean? And I think a lot of people do like that when they're receiving something that they know someone's took the time out to put together, you know? Just saying. But yeah. Is that a dolly fairy? Dolly fairy? Oh, yeah. Dolly fairy, yeah. It's called Nene. My nickname's Nene. And I found out another meaning for that the other day and it just cracked me up. Yes, I've got, if you haven't seen it, we've got this one. And then, see, some people prefer it, as just saying before, in black and white or colour. And then she was sat on a mushroom and it said, like, on the back, it said she was feeling and playing with all the energies. So this one I started colouring in, so you could use it as a colouring book. I started colouring it in with my new crayons. And then, so I don't know what you prefer, like colour or black and white. And then there was this one. And then this one I love. I just think it's so cute. You know, I told the little stories on the back about this little character. So you're going to see this character a lot more. She's going to pop up quite a lot in a few pictures. And this was overseeing the awakening. That's why they've got the star glasses on, like I said earlier today, whenever it was. Because that many people are shining the light right now. They had to put the star glasses on, like, friggin' hell, people are really shining the light now. You know, they're sat having a brew, watching the world awaken. Like, yeah, about time. These are the little orbs, energy light beings. They're there too. So, you're going to see a lot of this in story form. I know I did think that on mugs. I mean, I'm a mug lover, as in I love different mugs depending on how I'm feeling. And I thought it would be cute if I could get some of my designs on mugs and things. I think they'd be really cute. If anyone's got any ideas of any good printers, someone sent me one once and I can't remember the name, and it was pretty good. I've had a look at a few, but I'd have to get test thingies, wouldn't I? I know I've said this a million times, but yeah. It's gotten quiet. What, gotten quiet where? On here or somewhere else? And then there was this one I've not coloured in. She's a bit blue on this one, but then again, not a surprise. And then, what was it? Oh yeah, me sat thinking the other day, that source energy coming in. The one I've just done, if you've just come in, was, not finished it off yet. She stood on her own castle. As I said, you are the king and queen of your own castle, your own realm, your own domain, consciousness. Little star balloon there for, you know, the wishes you put out, because you are the star of your show. Got the heart window there for heart centre. Still got the orbs about, and the butterflies stand for the people that are ascending and transforming themselves from fear, hate, all the low vibing things into more loving compassion and creativity and all that sort of good stuff. Basically, that's what we're doing, or working towards. And got little spirals on here, little rosy window. So yeah. On here it went mental, I'm in, or 30 back. I don't know what you're seeing. Are you seeing something completely different to what I'm seeing? It doesn't surprise me. There's probably more people on here than, you know what YouTube are like? Just use spanners. I'm sure Rainbow Wizard's seen more going on here than I've seen. I'm not seeing anything. On here, it went mental a minute or 30 back. Probably did. Probably did. Just use your spanner, yeah. Do you know? Stranger thing, yeah, strange things. Ancient art always shows us UFOs in the paintings. Actually, Doom Show Last Train Out, yes, it does. You've got a lot of the I think we like long stick things, and then you had the circly orb things. I've seen them pictures as well. So, you know, you just out of randomness talking, and 22 in chat and 22 thumbs up. There's the validation for you. Is yeah, they've always had, yeah, the divine heart chakra. They've always had that in the past, because we all know they try to cover certain things up and just go, oh yeah, these things were in the air, and it's like, were they, or was that certain history that they've tried to cover up? As we know, they try to cover everything up. So yeah, that's why I say there's more things going on than people understand, whatever you want to say. And I guess we're just gonna, we're observing, we're watching, we're waiting, and there's certain experiences people are having. That's why I say, a lot of people scream and shout about stuff, but as I'm always saying, someone came in the other day going on about Sasquatches. I'm like, who am I to not say there isn't? Because I actually believe there are. I was actually saying to Lois today, I believe that maybe Sasquatch, oh, I can't say it, were maybe the true indigenous things that were here before maybe we came here. Who knows? And no one can say, people can laugh at people, say, oh, that person sounded mad. And it's like, yeah, maybe they do to you. But I mean, if someone's having an experience of their own experience, you can't sit there and say it's not real. I mean, you can, but at the end of the day, if someone's having an experience, that's their experience. Doesn't matter what somebody says, it isn't real or it is real. The experiences I have people coming at me saying, oh, it's not this, it's not real, it's this, it's fake. It's like, yeah, that's your opinion. But if I'm having my own experience and I know what I'm seeing and feeling, the only validation I have to make is to myself, not to anybody else, to get that off other people. I do get that off other people because a lot of other people have experienced similar things, but I know what I'm seeing and feeling, so I am an old one. I look like a Bigfoot. Yeah, you do actually. Well, you could be from that family. But you know what I mean? That's why I say there's too many people screaming and shouting about stuff, and people are not experienced this, people have experienced that. Oh, I've experienced this, they haven't experienced that. It's like everyone experiences different things, and no one can say what anyone's experiencing unless you're them. Do you know what I mean? I can't say, so you're not experiencing that, I'm not you. That's a problem in itself. Alistair McTV is doing a show on Tonight 8 with True Reporting. True Reporting on his channel. Bigfoot. Oh, Bigfoot, you put Bugfoot. Bugfoots! Hello from Salford. Oh, hello from Salford. Nearly up my way. So, yeah. We're just waffling. We're just waffling tonight. We're just waffling. Yeah, the Bugfoot, you mean the Bigfoot. Yeah. So, like I say, shit's going down. Shit is happening, and more shit's going to come out. But can you look at the shit within you? That's what I want to know. So yeah, that's the truth. Do you know what I mean? All you should be concerned about is your experiences and your truth, and standing up in your truth and telling your truth. You know, of what your loves are, maybe what your beliefs are in how you think things are going. We're not talking about people shouting out about other people, thinking that it's not their truth. It's like, what's your happy joy joy? What's your truth? What's your happy joy joy? What is your happy joy joy? Does everybody know in chat what their happy joy joy is? If you don't, you need to go and find out what your happy joy joy is and do more of it. As I've always said, and experience your happy joy joy. Once you're experiencing it, you'll want to do more of it. You tell them, Dolly, we gotta clear you up. You gotta clear. Yeah, exactly. Looking at the inner shit. Yeah, so looking at the inner shit is a bridge too far from many, methinks. It is. Aliens, yeah. It is. A lot of people don't want to look at their own shit. They don't want to look at the shit they put out. They don't want to look at, they don't want to sift through their own shit. You know? No, they don't. Because it stinks. Do you know what I mean? Just saying. But sometimes you got to do it. You know, and there'll be many shit shoveling things you might have to go through life because there's many awakenings we have to go through. So you're probably going to be looking through bits of your shit quite a lot. Don't mean literally. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm in one of them moods now. You're getting me all in one of them daft moods. So, oh no, it's all right, Rainbow Wizard. It's Doom Show, last train out. I know who he is. He used to come in ages ago, so don't worry. I know who Doom is. He's on his alien thing, so that, yeah, don't worry about the Doom Show, last train out. And Doom Show, last train out, because you only come in now and again. You know, people might be like, who are you? We don't see you in here a lot. But yeah, no, he's fine. Yes, I meant clear us up. Yeah, exactly. Even though everything is going tits up at the moment and the light will step in, things will balance themselves out in time. Yeah, they will, and that's why I believe, I hate saying time, then you get people going, oh, what is time? Like, yeah, we know about that, but why we're here, this is what we say for people to understand. This is why I believe we've got time. It's not just going to happen like that. We've got this time for a catch-up sort of thing. And as I said, there was 22 and 22 there, so that's how I sort of see it. Oh, JP, don't even talk about spring cleaning. Do not mention that word, because that's all I've been doing today with other little bits that I had to do was spring cleaning. I still can't believe the crap that I've got to get rid of. I'm like, oh, and it's really boring. It's really boring because it's mundane. But tomorrow I'm thinking, right, slap some music on, just go through it, get in the zone, have fun, listen to a good podcast that's a long podcast and just do it. But I'm amazed at the amount of crap that can come out of your house that you're like, how did I even get that? Like, it's like a TARDIS, right? Because even in my craft room, the amount of shit I can get in there, the amount of shit I can get in everywhere. But I'm pulling things out today and I'm like, even my wash basket, I'm like, where has all this come from? It's like a TARDIS. It's like, how did any of that? And you know when you go to tidy it up, and then you think, how did any of that fit in there? Like, because now I can't get it back. Like, this is all the stuff I'm chucking out. But how is all that in there? It's like I've got Narnia going on in my wardrobe. I'm like, I might have to go and have a look in there. There might be the Lion and the Witch in the wardrobe. I'm like, does anyone understand what I'm saying? It's like, and I swear to God, JP, I made that much of a mess. This was the whole message for today, what I was talking about earlier. So the world is an analogy of my spring cleaning, because I pulled a load of crap out today, and I've still got to do. I've been doing it all week. I know I will. The garden and everything, everything needs spring cleaning. Everything. So, oh, you're back again. Hello. So, well, as long as you don't start going on about what you're going on about for, you're very welcome, because we're talking about what I'm talking about now, not that sort of stuff. So I pull it all out. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what a mess. Because I always make a mess before I tidy up. But then obviously, just like Colin said, things start to clean up and things get in balance and you get rid of stuff. But the initial, like, what a mess. It's like the world today. It's like, what a mess. Like when you're observing, not getting too into it, you're like, oh, what a mess. What a mess. But you know, it's going to get tidied up and then it's going to look all good again and nice and good energy. But when I first got it out, I was like, oh. Yeah, we need to not be talking about that. That triggers everyone. I was just like, oh. Well, hi, how are you, my guy? Try listening to what I'm saying and try listening to what I've been saying in chat all the time that I've been on. And you might realise how we're solving the problem by unearthing what's going on, because that is what's going on in the world right now. So I'm not going to keep repeating myself. Laugh out loud, do you think much of yourself? Yeah, the world is my kitchen. That's what she said, didn't she? Oh, what? I got to do some cleaning. It feels like young one's clothes wash day. Oh, God, yeah. But I think everyone might be thinking about the whole spring cleaning, but it's near spring and we're having this upper full of energy and all is being seen, and it's like, you want to get rid of your shit. It's like the shit within you. You know, the things that you're reflecting on and letting go of and realising it doesn't matter what anyone says about you, this, that and the other. I've said it before. Reflection and all that. It doesn't, define who you are today. But we're all going through this, oh God, spring cleaning in myself and the house, everywhere, your garden, your house and everything. But to start, like JP says, you think, you've got to do it. You know you've got shit in your cupboards you don't even use. You've probably got clothes in your cupboards you don't even wear, but you're always like, hey, I'll save that for best, or I might need it. No, you won't, because you know if you haven't worn it for 18 months, you're never going to wear it. Why is it there? Oh, and I know I've got to go through that again. And have you ever tried tidying your clothes closet up and then you put everything back in it and you're like, I haven't even chucked anything out? Well, that's going downsizing the stuff. So, you know, it just makes me laugh. But, you know, when you get onto that, I'm going to do it, and then you pull it all out and think, why did I start? But then again, that's like the awakening. You wake up and think, why did I ever look into that? Oh, I've opened Pandora's box. That's what I was going to talk about. I've opened Pandora's box. I've opened a can of worms, and it's all gone shit now. But it's not really shit. It just looks shit. I was saying to Lois today, Lord of the Rings. I've said this before. Lord of the Rings was on at weekend, and though we need to challenge each other for spring cleaning. Yeah, we need to challenge each other. I'd just say do a room a day. If you think, oh my God, I'm going to do the house in a day, you're just going to go, oh, I'm just going to put myself off. Do a room a day. I think I did 2. Finn's room's going to be a tackle because he's 6 years old. And yeah, Tasmanian devil in the bedroom. That one's going to be an all-dayer. I'm sure it is. And I'm going to have to wait for him to go to his dad's, I think, because he's just going to be in and out, in and out. So, it's not about changing who you are. It's about reprogramming yourself from certain programmings that people are telling you are, and the things that you can't do or can do or whatever. It's not changing yourself per se. It's changing, it's letting go of certain stuff. Yeah, it is hard if you live with other people that aren't in the same mindset, but you've got to look at it like I've said before on my channel. If you're with people at the minute who are not into certain things that you're into, and it's a bit triggering, if they're talking to you, you can sort of sit there, and it's hard. You've got to sit in that whole sort of vibration of love. They're just that, you've got to think, you've got to look at them and go, yeah, perspective. You've got to look at them and think, do you know what, they're at the level they're at the place they are at the middle. Yeah, we can say idiots, but really they're not. They're not seeing things that you're seeing. And you may have been there at one point. So really, in a compassionate way, you've got to think, it's only because they don't see what you see, the perspective. So if they're saying things, just think inside yourself, yeah, but inside yourself you're going, it's not my belief, you know. You don't have to get in arguments about it. It is hard, and that's why a lot of people do come online and they go and find the soul tribes online that are giving them a bit of, they're giving them a bit of somewhere to go where we're all talking about this stuff and trying to work stuff out, you know. But, you know, if you can find something that you like doing, go do more of that. You know, you can make excuses up to not be around certain people, or you have to let go of certain people and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, so Lord of the Rings was on at weekend. And I think I said to Lois, I mean, that film says it all, doesn't it? I mean, Lord of the Rings, the realms. Yeah, you got, you know, the all-seeing eye, you know, that thing, that controller. But it's like I've said, many different people, in Lord of the Rings, there's many different, what would they be called? Beings and stuff going on in that film. And they're all different, but they all knew they had to come together when evil was hitting the realm again, that evil came back. Because, you know, they went to the etheric realms, I can't remember what they're called, you know, the ones all lived, the elf people, and, you know, they all got together and were trying to work it out. But they knew, you know, then when they were saying, oh, keep the ring here, and they were like, oh no, don't bring the ring here, because they knew the place where they were living would be destroyed. But they also knew it wouldn't really matter where the ring went, what realm it was in, you know, who it was with, the dwarfs, or if it was with this, or if it was that. They knew at the end of the day that that form of energy that was coming would destroy everything. It wouldn't just turn around and go, hey, I'm going to go to Hobbit what was a hobbit village called? We're going to go there and we're going to destroy all that and we're going to leave you, you and you out. No, the evil's evil. It's going to wipe everything out. So those realms of consciousness, those groups, those different groups that were different from each other and maybe sometimes fought against each other, knew they had to come together because, like I believe in the universe, different realms of consciousness and beings and dimensions, it affects every dimension because we're all connected. So they knew they had to go into war with that, and they knew they had to fight it all together because together they were stronger. They've always tried to divide us, and that's what's going on in the news and stuff like that. It's to divide, 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 divide and conquer. So, you know, when you look at Lord of the Rings, you're like, yeah, they all had to come together. They knew it wasn't going to be, no one was going to be left alone in that sort of sense of the dark would just take over. So they all got together, put the differences aside, you know, all used the different abilities. You know, they all had different abilities, which we all have as well. Different abilities to come together. You know, had archers, you had wielders and people who were good at this, that and the other, you know. And, you know, size wasn't a matter because you had the little ones, you know, the little, the hobbits and the dwarfs, and they all worked together because they all had different abilities and strengths. Some had, you know, but also weaknesses, but they used, you know, they were all together with all that. That worked. So they all worked together against the evil, which obviously they won because they all worked together and realised they all were part of the same thing and it affected them all. So, yeah, you know, so that's what, but yeah, but that's why it's called the greatest time to be alive and it's not called the Great Awakening for nothing, you know. And this time has been prophesied many different times, was not in a certain time, it was actually for now, prophesied. We are the Rainbow Tribe, we are the ones that came back to do this. We're not waiting for a saviour, we are the ones that stand up and say no. You know, and we have to take it back. We have to take this realm back. It's up to us to do it. This is why the things that are happening now for the people to see, because you can't tell people, as we were told. You can't tell the people, you've got to show the people. So you're going to have a bit of toughness of what's going on in the world right now, because you have to be shown what you've sort of wanted to bring in, and you have to see this to know it's not what we want, and then we have to stand up. So, you know. You fix the world when you fix yourself. As in, you need to be what you want to see in the world. You know? And when people, that's why certain things will be brought up to the surface, so people start working on themselves and becoming better people. Because we've all been deceived at the end of the day. So, you know, you need to see what you want to be in the world. No, it's not kill all bad animals at all. Jesus Christ. I mean, do we just have people that come in and just like distract, or what? Ugh. See, that's confusing as well. It's all like, do this, do that. No. If animals don't have the, I'm not saying animals aren't conscious, because they are, but if they don't have the same, you know, consciousness as they do their thing for their survival, that doesn't mean an animal's bad. You know, at the end of the day, if you jump in the sea in shark-infested waters, knowing it's a shark-infested waters, what domain are you in? You're in the shark's domain. The shark's just going to think you're a big bloody fish. So you're going to get eaten. That's not... I'm not really into sharks myself, but that's not saying that shark's totally evil. It just means it was doing its thing and you're in its domain. Just like if you're in the jungle and you come across a lion, well, it's gonna, you know, a lion's not bad. It's just doing its natural nature thing. Don't get it. Don't go to where a lion is and you'll be fine. You know? But things could change in the future with certain energies and certain things, you know. Yeah. So, depends where you are, really, doesn't it? But there's too much of that. See that in chat then? There's too much of that, this, that, what, why, facts, this, that and the other. I can't change. Like, it's like, well, if you think you can't do something and you think you can't change, and you're all up in that negativity, you're not going to do it, are you? Because you don't have belief or faith in yourself that you can work towards that. It's not saying you do it all in one day. It's saying you can make steps to, like I said, change to not eat something, or change to come off something, or change to, it's just building that up to move along that path of doing that. A long time ago, no one prayed on the lesser. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? So there's all that sort of, like I said, confusion and people going about certain stuff and no blah 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 blah. Wasting our time. It's only be expected. Rainbows and unicorn, folks. Yes, exactly. People need to, but it's good that people come up with certain things, because it's a bit like every day is a school day. Every day is a school day. But I think if people are realising they're waking up to the self, they're going to want to work towards certain stuff, and they're not going to see everything as, even the things that are going on now, we all know we can shout out, oh, it's evil, this, that, and the other, and a lot of it is, but then again, there's a beauty in certain stuff that's going on right now, because it means that the future is going to be different, because it's being unearthed. So like I said, it's a different perspective of how you look at things. Like I said, it's not because shit things haven't happened or don't go on, but it's much needed to bring in a new world. And if everything is being exposed, well, things are going to change, aren't they? You're too wise, Lois. Yeah, Lois is great as well, as she says there, as a lot of us say, we just know and feel. It's just a knowing and a feeling of, we know something's there, we know something's coming, we know it's not bad. It seems bad to some people because they're too up in the whole news and this, that, and the other, and feeding into other people's things and certain stuff that people shout out about, fearing, really. Oh, it's connecting again. But, you know, it's not because we know directly what it looks like in form of how it's coming in, but it's just a knowing. It's an innate knowing. It's like the film, the knowing. It's just a knowing, which is a feeling. But you do feel it here. Like I said, with the man out there that most people can't see, the good or hate, you only have to feel into that family, that energy that guy puts out, that how he is with people. When you see him out with people, not what the news is saying, when you actually see him conversing with people, having conversations with people, because you feel it here. It's not because a lot of people go with what someone said or what the news has said or what someone else is saying. It's like, no, you just need to go and feel into it. Raw honey. Yeah, I have honey in my tea. Honey in my tea. But yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go because it was just a bit of a ramble, really. I don't really know what we were talking about, but yeah, like I said, it did start off with art, and like I said, you are the prince, the princess, the king, the queen of your own domain, your castle. Your castle is your home as well, so make it beautiful, bright. Let's do some spring cleaning and get rid of all the shitty energy that may be lurking about because you've got things there that you don't really need. Get rid of it, even though it's a bit of an arse ache to do it. Sometimes you're thinking, oh my god, I've got to wait for the bins to go out tomorrow so I can put more things in the bins that I'm getting rid of. That are not really in working order for anyone anyway. But, and you put your own wishes out, and you are the star of your stage. It's you, not them. It's you. That's why I say, don't listen to other people. Guidance is good, help is good, but what brings you in on your little shining your light of what you love to do is up to you, not anybody else. Just know you are the king and queen of your castle. It matters only what you think and not what others think in that sense. And also, there was something. Does anyone get this sometimes? Like your higher self. Do you hear that voice sometimes of like, I get it in now and again, it's like, you're doing good, Janine. You're doing good. Proud of you. I'm proud of you. You're growing. I'm proud of you. It's okay. Even if you get triggered, blah, 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 but I'm proud of you. You're doing it. You're doing the thing that you're meant to be doing. What did I say? I don't know. What did I say? I don't know. But yeah. So as I say, as this transitional time that we're going through, and transitional can be spread out. It's not a quick fix thing. Like I've always said, just find the things that keep you calm and keep you in a joy mode and do more of it while we're going through this transitional time. Dance, sing, listen to good podcasts, good people. Try things you haven't tried before and all that. If I'm a queen of then I should have a wand for spring cleaning. Yeah, you can have a wand. But yeah, get some music on when you spring cleaning and get dancing while you spring cleaning. Hello, Faye Goddess. Hello, Sean. Is it Sean Shane? Oh, I always say that name wrong. Yeah, we don't tell ourselves that enough. Thank you for the reminder. Why, what did I just say? I don't even know what I just said. What did I just say? Thanks for the reminder. I can't even remember what I just said. What did I say? I don't know. But yeah. What are you going to do with that? Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. But like I said, I'll finish this picture off. It may go into colour. I may colour it in now before I go to sleep. We are ace. We're all ace, aren't we? We're all doing this together. Thing is, we're all in this together. Do you know what I mean? Too many people arguing out there. We're all in this together. So many people still trying to pull other people down, like Red Pill Phil was saying, and you know that's why he's doing the video. I still see it. Too many people wanting to bring other people down. Too concerned about other people and not too concerned about their own shit that's going on in their own life. Like I said, do you want to be the king and queen of your own castle, or are you too busy trying to invade other people's castles? Well, you can feck off because my castle's my castle and you ain't coming in. I'm pulling the drawbridge up. I've got my archers on the roof and it's one of them. I don't think so. I'm in one of them moods today. You know, my castle's for me and my family and the people I love. It's not for anybody else, you know. That's why we have boundaries. That's why we have moats and things like that, you know, on our castle. Castle Dolly. And you've all got your castles out there. When we all want to communicate, we let our drawbridges down, our mouths, whatever, and we communicate. Do you know what I mean? But we have to have a moat because boundaries have to be set, and that is thy love thyself. That is an action of loving yourself, of having boundaries. You have to have boundaries. They put out the stuff out there. They do it a lot in the spiritual community as well as everything's hunky dory and everything has to be, and it's like, no, I've said this before, no. That's how you get trodden on. It's not about letting your guard down because that's what they put out there to, well, shit happens when that happens, you know, and you got to realise that you have to have boundaries. I learnt the hard way years and years ago, so, you know, let your drawbridge down when you want to let people in. But if you don't, or you're not resonating with people, or you see something coming on the top of your turret, pull your drawbridge in. You know, stick a few crocodiles in your moat or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, it's true though. It's true. If you haven't got boundaries up, it doesn't mean you have to be nasty. If you haven't got boundaries up, and that can go as well as just not listening to other people, just not focusing on other people. Just set your boundaries of I'm not listening, I don't give a toss, I'm not really interested. Saying no is actually being loving to yourself. Saying no to people, even when it's people you love or people in your family, you don't have to say it nastily. You don't have to get aggressive, but this is what people think sometimes. Saying no is actually an action of self-love. So boundaries and saying no is an action of self-love. You know, do you think if we all put our heads together, we could get all the spring cleaning to be done for everyone? Probably, yeah. But it's probably funny as well. You probably pull things out that you forgot you had. You might have been missing something for ages and you might be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. But you could say it's an analogy again of the amount of shit that you might pull out. You're like, oh my God, but that's probably that analogy of things within you as well. You're probably thinking, Jesus, I forgot about that. Oh, thank you. Is it Shane Sean? Oh, thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much. And your little hippo with a robotic arm and a... Is that a missile for the bad ones? I'm sending my missile out that way. He's got his boundaries up there. He's got his hippopotamus. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. Yeah, he's got his boundaries there. He's like, don't come near me. I've got a missile. Oh, that's funny. I like to see, I know it's mad. I like to see when people have got little, when they do, when they're, when they've got the little, what are they called? The little cartoony things that come up on the super chat. It's really cute. It's funny. I've not seen that one before. That's quite funny. But yes, thank you very much. Just a small gesture. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, and I appreciate people's gestures because I know where it's coming from, and I know, you know, people all over get, you know, all over YouTube get a lot out of people chatting about stuff and coming together to chat about stuff, and, you know, why we're all going through this mad, crazy, amazing, magical thing that's going on in the world right now. That seems bonkers to some people, but good. It's good as well. Yeah. Yeah, the gilfs or whatever they call, they call gilfs. What gifts or gilfs? Oh, I probably said that wrong. You know what I'm like. Yeah. Yeah, Rainbow Wizard's always like, thanks, that'll go into the Christmas party fund. Hey, I think we'll be smiling a bit more this Christmas. Yeah. Some people might not be, but I think we'll be more like, oh, we're heading in the good direction. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, yeah, like I say, and God bless America as well, because they're doing a lot of hard shoveling the shit over there, shoveling them shit energies. Do you know what I mean? But a lot of them are strong Americans over there, so you know, shoveling, shoveling the shit, shoveling the shit. But like I said, you've got to shovel your shit out as well, and that's what we're all trying to do. So with that, for the umpteenth time, I'm gonna go. I was about to say it's Tuesday. It's not. It's Monday, and the moon's massive. Happy Moon Day. And it just disconnected then. So, thanks all for coming in. It's 22 in chat, which is making me laugh. And yeah, it was just a bit of a random chat, really. I don't know about you, but that lot wore me out. I don't even know what you're seeing on that side. What's going on? Yeah. Was there lots of trolls or something that I can't see? I don't know. It's funny, but anyway, I'm probably gonna just go and colour this in because it's quite calming when you're colouring things in before I go to bed. I've got to do a few more of these and I'll have to put them up on my Instagram. Yeah, and a few bits and bobs. But yeah, Tuesday, let me see, I'm thinking if I get to bed tonight and have a decent sleep, what time I wake up at, I don't know, randomly, just naturally. I may be on in the morning. I'm going to do it one day this week and see how it goes, but I'm not sure if it's going to be tomorrow or Wednesday or what. It might be. It might be Wednesday. It might be Wednesday. It might be tomorrow, but I think it might be Wednesday because I know Little Leg's in here and I'm not sort of going to get distracted in the background. So we'll see. But that may be, when I do one, I may do an early one, as in about, it could be 7, half 7-ish, I don't know. Just for any early birds or anyone who may be in other countries that are just awake. I'll just see. We'll see how it goes. See how that comes across on my computer, just to get a bit of that done in the morning to set my mind off with a sort of good vibration. Because I do believe, you know, you can put prayers out in the morning and intentions, but I sort of do that in my artwork. You know, the that's like my prayer, my intention. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what goes on. But yeah, yes, Portland, Oregon here. Ah, Portland, Oregon, very good. Yeah, I've quite a few Americans that come in, so in chat, which is good. You know, they're all good people, and they all will converse with you in chat as well. Yeah, just be your divine self, saying your light. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. And that is true. That's what I try to tell everyone. Stay in your own light and your own truth, your divine self. You know, we're not changing, we're just sort of self-development of self. We're realising that you are unique and divine. We're just coming out of old programming that tells us what we are not and this, that and the other. And you know, all that sort of stuff. So anyway, yeah, it was just a bit of a random chat. Forgotten what I've been waffling on about, but I will see you all maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. You'll just have to keep a check out in the morning, but I definitely probably will do it on Wednesday if nothing pops up tomorrow. So we'll see. I'll just go with the flow and see how I feel. I don't know. But thanks all for coming in, and I'll see you soon. Where we go, one we go all.